every day is different, every video is different, but my passion will always be the same. This is Kai for Warshawn, aka Stormboy 13, and the storm has arrived. Wow! Hey up everyone, Stormboy 13 here. It's our time of month again where we look ahead into next month's weather. Don't worry, it wasn't COVID, I just choked on something, I just had something to eat. Well, after what has been a pretty grim July it's been so far, today's actually been an exception. We've had a little bit of a summer-like weather for a change, mid-20s outside. Even that's not going to last, but that's for another video. Anyways, what's next month August going to be? And hopefully, well, probably those who are thinking, will the weather improve into August? And I do have some quite possible answers to them. Yes. Particularly the second half of August, we might be seeing, according to AccuWeather, throughout the second half of August particularly, a prolonged spell of dry weather, and yes, there is even a chance, not a guarantee, but we may get a heat wave towards the last full week of August, where temperatures could be close to 30 degrees Celsius. So because July is not looking like we're going to bring in a lot of hot weather, apart from today, but August may have a better shot. So it's what's been a very mixed summer so far. But anyways, let's get straight into action. First half is a little bit more changeable, but there will be some warmer spells too. So anyways, this year August begins on a Saturday, so going straight into, well, I'll quickly go through July. Rest of July, like I said, no heat wave likely, staying changeable. Probably the last week of July could turn quite wet again. Those temperatures possibly could be back into the teens, and it may stay that way into the beginning of August. So the first weekend, nothing like summer unfortunately at the moment. Low pressure may be close by. It could possibly turn quite breezy. This time of year is always uncertain on how much strength of the wind you're going to get. But nothing too stormy as we may think, but it probably stays blustery possibly, a lot of cloud, some pieces of rain and showers. And like I said, the temperatures may struggle to begin August with best values maybe into the high teens, low 20s for some. So yeah, probably not the promising start to what you may think. Now the first full week of August, from the 3rd to the 7th, we should get fewer showers throughout. There may still be some isolated ones throughout that week, particularly the first half of the week. Second half, high pressure kicks in and the temperatures will recover after a cool start. Temperatures again stuck into the teens to begin with, closer to average, maybe around a little bit above for some of you if you're lucky, into the low 20s, close to mid 20s for some, towards the second half of the first week of August. So after this spell we probably may get similar temperatures back then for some into that period. As we approach into the second weekend of August, the 8th and the 9th, weather's not looking too bad once again. Maybe a few isolated passing showers, but we keep a lot of dry weather. The wind's not particularly light, pressure isn't too low at this stage. Temperatures close to maybe a little bit lower by the weekend, but around average values. And in the sunshine still at that time of year, it's still very strong outside, so it will feel quite warm. Nothing much else to take notice on. To the second week of August, probably the most coolest spell. I think temperatures a little bit below average into the second week, as we get a bit more of an Atlantic flow, so any warm weather may get pushed away into the continent, and then temperatures, there will be the odd day we may get a warmer plume of air coming in from the Mediterranean, but the weather's majorly changeable. So I would say a fresher week, the odd warm spell. There will be quite a few showers around into the second week, but some days will be dry, some days you could get quite a bit of rain around. That is likely to be the wettest part of that entire month of August, because pretty much for the rest of August onwards, apart from potential breakdown, it's looking well, predominantly dry. It's quite a cool weekend into the 15th and the 16th. High pressure will be coming in from the west, low pressure to the east. The wind's normally at a cool direction where we get a north or northwesterly flow, so temperatures may struggle to get into the 20s still at this stage, so might be a bit of a fresher feel, might be a bit breezy as well, but a lot of dry, usable weather, let's say. Not a wall-to-wall sunshine as well, but some decent sunny spells to be enjoyed, with just a few isolated passing showers as we get into the third weekend of August. The third week, from the 17th to 21st, that's when the summer weather really kicks in. Might start off a little bit fresh, but very quickly, as high pressure kicks in, still at that time of the year, the temperatures will rise day by day. It's not going to be record-breaking levels, more like mid-20s, possibly in certain places, particularly towards the eastern areas. The winds will be more of a southwesterly flow, maybe close to a southerly. And again, the days are still longer than the nights, so the temperatures will rise pretty quickly. There will be plenty of sunny days. There might still be a little bit of low-level cloud and fog in the early mornings. It might be quite noticeable when we approach into late August as the nights come a little bit longer, but some very decent summer weather to be enjoyed towards the third week. And actually, especially into the fourth weekend, 22nd and 23rd, temperatures could be, for most places nationally, into the mid-20s. Some places may be a little bit fresher because of, particularly towards the eastern coast, where you may get a little bit of fog and low-level clouds, so it's most likely the temperatures may be lower there. But for many places, central and even western areas, temperatures will be well above average towards the latter stages of August, with a lot of dry weather, high pressure in control. It's likely to bring in a very summery, fourth weekend ahead. I think the most noticeable feature is towards the last full week of August, potentially, if that data stays in place, towards the last week, the high pressure, well, it will be made probably a bit towards further east, but that's going to scoop up directly some hot winds coming in, warm winds I should say, from the main continent, not too far off Africa, and those temperatures may scoop up high 20s, and for quite a few places even into the low 30s, with a lot of sunshine. Again, a little bit of low level cloud, mist and fog in some mornings, but other than that, it's sunshine all the way through. So possibly a scorching end to August. So it's not a definite, mind you. It may sound like I'm very optimistic, but that's according to AccuWeather. We're predicting a lot of sunshine towards the second half of August from next month, so it's likely we may get some heatwave conditions by then. By the time into the last few closing days of August, 29th to the 31st, we may get a cold front, and that possibly could spark off some thunderstorms or showers, but even that is likely to be scattered and not widespread, so likely to be a hit and miss chance of some storms. Most places may not catch them at all and may stay dry right to the end of August. Temperatures quite a bit cooler by then, much closer to average, a bit more cloud around as well. Might turn a little bit windy, nothing too unusual as we approach into autumn, but temperatures still doing okay towards the end of August, to the low 20s for many places. So that's what I can promise you for this month. There is a chance that we may get a heat wave towards the second half of August, particularly towards the last week. Some warm days in the first half as well. Not a lot of rain likely, so you may get a pretty dry August to what has been a wet June and a pretty mixed July, so August may likely to be a very dry one. And obviously a lot of sunshine expected next month, so sunshine totals may be above average to compared to July. Actually, June's been a bit dull as well, so August might be quite welcome news. So anyways guys, that is it for August 2020 outlook. If you agree with me, you can give it a like. If you disagree with me, that's absolutely fine, you can dislike. However though, no nasty comments please, because they will be deleted and you could be blocked, so please think before you post please. And that's about it guys, and like, comment, subscribe. There will be quite a few videos coming out very soon. Have some in store. And other than that, guys, have a fantastic week, or whatever time you're watching this, or have a fantastic rest of the day. Obviously, still stay safe with the coronavirus. It's still out, but far fewer now to what we've been used to. And other than that, guys, storms out.